Hey guys, it's Sunny from Pursuit of Motion Physiotherapy. The team and I thought of keeping you guys active at home, so we did quite a bit of research and developed two different programs. One program is stretching, and the second program is like a HIIT class to do every hour or so. So the goal is to complete both of these programs at least 2 to 3 times during the day. So every hour, every 2 hours, do your stretch cycle or do a HIIT program. And we're gonna record these videos. Brandon, Rob, and I are gonna be getting a sweat on. So yeah, enjoy the videos and let us know how it goes.
Hey everybody, we're going to take you through a bit of a stretching program here. In general, when you are stretching, make sure you feel a nice stretch sensation. Try not to stretch into pain, and the duration you're looking for is about 30 seconds to 1 minute. So the first one is an upper trap fiber stretch. You're going to sit up nice and tall in your chair at your office or at your home. You're going to bring your head off to the side. You can see that my arm is anchored underneath my thigh. If you want a little bit of overpressure, you can do so. And again, a nice passive hold, about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Make sure we're stretching these guys on both sides as we're going through. The next group is for our muscle is your Levator scapula. How you're going to do this is you're going to bring your nose into your armpit. Think about it as your smelly armpit stretch. Bring your head down. Again, nice passive hold, 30 seconds to a minute. If you want a bigger stretch, take your opposite hand. You can place it behind your back. That should intensify the stretch sensation of that big muscle just down the side there. The next group is going to be a deep neck flexor stretch. So again, sit up nice and tall. Think of it as a chin tuck. You're going to tuck your chin, kind of make that double chin sensation. You should feel that nice big stretch down the back of your neck. Again, nice passive hold, 30 seconds to 1 minute. A nice little stretch you can do if you have a towel at home is make a little bit of a strap out of it. This kind of plays it into the nice little nook into your back there, back of your neck. And what you can do is with it is kind of just get a nice passive pull. And get a nice big stretch into those big scalene muscles into the back. Again, passive hold anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute as you're going through. All right, let's move down the body a little bit. First is going to be a little bit of a Cobra or Cat-Camel. These are great for the lumbar spine, good for your hip flexors, also good for your pelvis. Get into a nice crawling position, feet and arm shoulder width apart. You're going to just rock the pelvis kind of up and down. Just explore that range that kind of feels good to you. Remember, you don't need to go too hard, but just enough to get a stretch sensation. Another variation is known as a Cobra. You kind of go down to the ground, you keep your pelvis kind of glued to the ground. You're going to kind of push yourself up until you feel a nice big stretch. You should feel it into the front. You get a nice abdominal hip flexor stretch, but you also get a bit of a movement-based stretch in your pelvis as well. All right, the next one is going to be for your hip flexors. You're going to get into a bit of a lunging position. You can put your hands on your pelvis. You're just going to rock yourself forward. You should get a nice big stretch down your hip flexors. And you're going to hold again for that 30 seconds to 1 minute. Again, make sure we're doing both sides as we go through. All right, we're going to head to the wall for the next one here. And the last one's going to be for your pec muscles. Find a door frame in your house. Arms are going to go into about a W position, so they kind of look like a W. You're going to bring your arms to the side, step through the door frame, and again, hold it for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. All right, excellent.
Hey, so welcome to the HIIT portion of our program. It's going to sort of have 2 parts to it. So in our first part here, we're just going to do kind of a general aerobic warm-up. So for these ones, basically with the modifications, you can go a little bit slower, a little bit easier, and as you get a bit warmer, you can kind of up the intensity a little bit. So our first one is going to be a simple jumping jack exercise. Looks just like this. And for that one, if you need a modification, you can kind of tune it down a little bit by just doing a easy side step back and forth with the arm action. Yeah, the goal with these ones is to kind of get the blood flowing. So we're not trying to get too much of an aggressive kind of stretch or strengthen with them, but we do want to feel the heart rate increasing a little bit. Our second one here is going to be kind of a running high knee exercise. Looks just like this. You can get the hands up there. That gives you a nice target for the knees to get up to. Again, if that one's uncomfortable, you can take it a little bit slower with kind of a march. That's going to get the hip flexors going a little bit. And our next one here is kind of the bum kickers. So we're going to go simply bringing the heels up to the bum. You're going to get some nice hamstring activation with that one. A little bit of a stretch through the front, just gentle. Again, with that one, if we want to dial back the intensity a little bit, we can sort of do kind of a nice slow march, activating the hamstrings and getting the heels up. And that's all there is to it.
30 seconds for each one.
Do 30 seconds for each one.
Hey guys, it's Sunny again. So we just had the 30-second break. Rob did a great job of a warm-up. We're going to go into a strength component. Good thing my legs are feeling pretty good. So we're going to start off with burpees or air squats. So if you can't do a burpee, just do some air squats for 30 seconds. Right, just coming up and down. Take breaks if you need to. If you're doing a burpee, so you're just going to jump, come down, and back up, and jump, back down, and back up. Just like that. So doing burpees for 30 seconds or mini lunges, or sorry, mini squats. Next is mini lunges. So we're gonna go feet far apart and then just kind of go straight down, back up like this. So if you can't go that deep, just go a little bit more shallow and do some dips. But you kind of want to go down halfway, back up, 30 seconds like that. Switch legs, 30 seconds the other way. Coming up and down like that. That's that one. Then we're going to do push-ups. So the modification for this is if you can't do a full push-up is you would just do a push-up off the knees. You can grab a pillow or a pad for your knees to do it, whatever works for you. So if we're doing a push-up, hands are about shoulder width apart, down, back up. So if that's too hard, I get my knees down, and same thing, coming down and up. Just like that. Next one is going to be planks. So same thing, if it's too hard to do a full plank, you're just going to go off your knees, and you're going to try to hold it for 30 seconds. So we're coming up, like this. If that's too difficult, get your knees down, and same rules apply. Keep your back flat, try not to go too far down, or arch your back up, just keep it nice and flat. After this, you should have a pretty good sweat, and then repeat in an hour or two. Good job, guys. All right, guys, that was two different programs. So we had a stretching program that Brandon completed, and a good idea with those ones to do 3 times on each side for 30-second holds to a minute. Again, if you're in a time crunch, you could do 1 on each side, or if you find one side that's more sore or tight than the other, then do it for a few repetitions. For the HIIT programs, or a very brief HIIT program that Rob and I completed, you want to do each exercise for 30 seconds. And if it's too difficult for 30 seconds straight, just take it easy, right? Take some breaks in between. And then, you know, week to week, notice, hey, I could do 30 seconds of push-ups straight. And you can track your improvements that way as well. We think this is a great program for people to do, especially when they're working from home or sitting down for prolonged periods. So give it a try. Let us know how it goes. We love doing this kind of stuff, so we love the feedback. See you guys later.